Okay, I have a question. Do you guys think that people are putting too much of the blame on Poppy for what happened during chapter 4? Don't get me wrong, I completely understand why people wouldn't trust Poppy after the stunt she pulled in chapter 3. But she did tell us that the prototype would have killed us before we even reached the front door. Just talk to Kick and Chicken. And if you guys actually put your bias aside real quick, you guys have to understand that most of the stuff that has happened throughout the chapters of Poppy Playtime were mostly out of her control. Yes, she did know about the Hour of Joy, but she thought it was going to be completely different. Yes, she agrees with the prototype to a certain extent. If all of the toys were to leave the factory, the Bigger Bias initiative will continue. Poppy disagreed with what the prototype was doing within the factory, so he locked her in that case for 10 years. If you guys watch CG5's music video for Poppy Playtime, you know even after the toys gained their freedom from the Hour of Joy, they were still suffering within the factory. The prototype and Catnap tortured Dog Day as the example for the other toys. The toys only followed the prototype out of desperation and fear that they'll end up like Dog Day. Putting the blame on Poppy for that is just crazy to me. Another thing you guys also failed to acknowledge, she was also manipulated by the prototype. This man was mimicking the voice that used to be Ollie. He used that to get close to Poppy and used that to his advantage. Throughout her time as a doll, she literally had no one, not even her father. All she had was Ollie. Spending almost your whole life being torn apart, put back together over and over and over, and Lee had no one to talk to can mess up anybody. So really, nobody should blame her for not being suspicious in the first place because she literally had nobody. It's crazy to me that so many people in the Poppy Playtime fandom have sympathy for Catnap, but not Poppy. Also, blaming Poppy for what happened in the safe haven is freaking stupid and you guys know that. Poppy was trapped in that case for 10 years. Why was she being very vague with Doughy? I don't know, but it makes the most sense why she wasn't in the safe haven. She was also saving Kissy from whoever was attacking her, most likely the prototype. That's why he was down there. Also, speaking of the destruction of the safe haven, Ollie actually tricked us into fixing that reactor and caused it to explode. That's why the safe haven was destroyed, causing Doughy to crash out and try to kill us, and we had to put him down. Why are we blaming Poppy for that? I still don't know how they ended up here, but hey, they probably escaped. The prototype literally bamboozled every single character, including us, within that chapter and throughout all the other chapters. Poppy had a full-on panic attack because she was so afraid of going back in that case. No one sat down to realize what was happening to her while she was in that case for her to willingly leave us and Kissy behind. I'm not saying you guys should have sympathy for Poppy, I'm not saying that. But it's not fair to put all the blame on her when most of the stuff where she was either manipulated or is just completely out of her control. I just think it's unfair to put all the blame on her, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.